Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me this clip art, want to know how to make this shape right here. Well, I was just playing around, so I'm going to make an ellipse. I'm going to hit the plus key, move it over, holding down the control button so it's equal. And then I'm going to use the Smart Fill tool to make that shape. I am going to left click, right click, and I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page, where that might be. Well, way over here. Now, I don't know, let's bring the picture in. I don't know really how I came up. I mean, I tried it a couple of different ways first, I'll admit. But select your item, and it might even be better to use crosshairs, indexing lines, so you can get the center of that. And then select the item, and then get your twirl tool. Let's make it 4 inches. You just got to make sure it all fits in there. Probably 2 will do it. There we go. And get as close to the center as you can get. Now the item is selected, so we can do this right here. I don't know if that's an exact copy, but you could play around with it. I think his might have a little bit sharper points. Let's see if we can't back up. Let's make maybe make our nudge. And then the key is to select this first, because if you don't select it, you'll have to there we go. Mine's a little fatter, but you could play around with that. And then it's actually the opposite direction. Because that doesn't really matter. We can hold down the control button and flip it this way. And then kind of put it near the center of the page, not really too close, because this isn't too close. We're going to get out our Windows, Dockers, Transformer transformation. Let's rotate it 90 degrees. And we need 3 of them, because we talked about this the other day. And I'm going to go from this corner. Not exactly like that. I think he just wants a shape. But you could play around with that before you do this and move the center rotation of there and rotate it, that away. Put it about wherever you want it. And then select it, go down to the bottom, hit apply. Pretty close. You could get them a little closer together. And then this looks like it's just let's see if we'll use a yellow box trick. Yeah, it's just filled in. So just take an ellipse now. Let's get these out of the way. Just take an ellipse, and that's why I like working in the center of the page. Then you hit P, hold down the shift and make it, hold down the shift key and make it bigger. It expands it from the outside. Let's actually put in that color. We're going to use the Smart Fill tool. I don't think he really cares about that color, but we're going to get a sample. Of course, our item is right in the middle. Whoop. Get this out of the way. Get the Smart Fill tool, take your Eyedropper tool, get a sample of that. You know what? My circle's not in the center. Huh. So let's move that out of the way for a second. Somehow that's not in the center. Control G and then hit P. There we go. Now it's in the center. Get your Smart Fill tool back. It's still set on that color. That's pretty close. His is a little bit thinner. And that could just be because the fact that I could have started out with a, thinner, there's thick, there's thin. Let's just try it real quick. Left click, right click. hit P, put it in the center of the page. And that's not that important with the exception that you're going to spin it. And let me express this. If you don't have this selected, when you get your twirl tool, you've got to select it with the twirl tool, and then you got to move to the center. Wow, that looks a little better. And you can just keep going. And just play around with your thickness. And just a reminder that you can go both directions. You don't have to go the direction I was going. You can go the opposite direction. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.